originally from a small town in South Georgia called Fort Gaines, Georgia, Clay County, where I was born and raised on a sharecropper's farm where my dad was a sharecropper. He was also Pastor Reverend Jerry Lee Daniels, who I am the third son of four. My dad raised us in a tight environment, an environment that we had to trust God and we had to go to church. Many might say, drugs are running rampant in our world today, but I can truly say, because of who my dad was, I was drugged to church. I was drugged because he wanted a better life for each and every one of his children. He wanted them to know God for themselves. He wanted each child to know that building a relationship with Jesus will be the best thing that ever happens to them. This is why I think growing up in a small town, it allows you to focus on who you are and what you come from. I never forget where I am and where I came from, where I know that my dad wanted me to be better. He often told me, son, you can do whatever you wanted to, long as you put your mind to it. This is why I always strive to be better. Always strive to do things in a better way to ensure that it's a reflection on how he taught me. This is why I say he is my role model. He was a powerful preacher, a powerful husband, a powerful dad, and not only that, a powerful pastor. I followed him to revivals. I followed him to church, realizing that one day I will walk in his footsteps. I can truly say now, I am a man of God, Pastor James P. Daniel, pastor of Friendship Baptist Church in Valula, Alabama. This is why I can say my dad was a trailblazer. He taught me the way, he taught me things to do right, and also to treat everyone else right. Because love is what it does, not necessarily what it says. This is why I think growing up in a small town taught me great things. It taught me how to treat people right. It taught me how to have a strong and effective prayer life. It taught me how to depend on God when you didn't really see a way, but understanding that God will make a way out of no way. This is why my foundation is safe and secure, realizing that I seen my daddy do it, but now I've experienced God for myself. I understand what it means to have a faith, to trust God, to understand that God will be there in times of trouble. He will be there as a present help, and he will always be there, because that's standing on the promises of God. And I think that coming from a small town and not forgetting where you come from, knowing that I came from a mighty long ways, understanding that my grandfather was there, my great-granddaddy was always there. He depended on God, and now understanding what my dad went through, and now I can lead people to a higher heights, understanding that where I came from. And we all come from a different background, but regardless of where you come from, you can always continue to trust God and build a foundation with him, understanding that he will lead and guide you every step of the way. Again, this is just a small story, how a country boy can come and do great things for God. And this is why I think it's important that we all find our purpose in life, but understanding that God created each person to do great things. And it's up to you to accept that call. You can run, but always told you can never hide. Because if God wants you, he'll accept you, and also he'll never take no for an answer. So you always accept his will, and he always leads you to great heights. Have a great and prosperous day. God bless you.